Hey Matt Sauce, Mo Moreno here, but now I'll redo that intro after it's been through the Adabash cipher. Swift in the swift, niflif the swift, you commit ro, is village gives you Encryption. What is it, and how much does it weigh?
Encryption is defined as the process of sending a message or information so that only authorized and intended parties can understand. This is often done by concealing the message within a code. How does this relate to maths, you may be asking? It's quite simple, really. A common method of encrypting information is using random strings of numbers. One of the first mainstream uses of encryption using numbers was in the First World War. There were Soviet outposts, called number stations, which would broadcast seemingly random numbers that only intended parties could decipher and understand. They were very popular in the Cold War, and many of the broadcasts continue to run today. Many have not been publicly deciphered. One of the earliest known and simplest forms of encryption is the Caesar cipher. The Caesar cipher is a very simple cipher in which the text is shifted up the alphabet to form new text. For example, using a shift key of 1, the word encryption will become FODSZQUJPO. The letter above E in the alphabet is F, therefore E is replaced with F. This can be deciphered by using an offset of -1, which means you push each letter down by 1. You use the letter before the letter written to decipher the text. Unfortunately, the Caesar cipher is incredibly easy to decrypt, even by hand, rendering it a poor form of encryption. However, the Caesar cipher can be improved by using a more complex shift key. For example, the widely known RT13 encryption. This is simply the Caesar cipher with a shift key of 13, meaning that for each letter used, you shift the letter up 13 places in the alphabet to encrypt, and down 13 spaces to decipher it. Another common form of encryption is binary. Binary is a numerical and alphabetical system which uses only zeros and ones, and is very common in computer coding. Letters in the alphabet correspond to strings of zeros and ones. Words can be spelled using only 2 numbers, creating lines of text which may take an extended period of time to decipher. One modern use of encryption is in DVD anti-piracy measures. The disks are encrypted with a code that prevents the information and video footage stored on the disk from being copied and pirated. This is done very simply by multiplying 2 prime numbers, called private keys, together, with the resulting number being called the public key. A prime number is a number that only can be divided by itself and 1 to equal a whole number. The public key is what the general population have access to, and is what is used to send or receive information. The private key is what the creators and owners have access to. It is used to create and distribute the information, and is used to protect individuals from copying or duplicating the information, hence why they are privately encrypted. To unlock the encryption code, you have to find 2 primes, which is much harder than if you had the 2 primes and only had to find the product. The numbers used often have thousands upon thousands of digits. Let's do a very basic encryption as an example. Let's say our private keys are 17 and 23. Multiplying these 2 numbers together should get you the public key, which is 391. Now, try and work out the numbers you need to multiply together to get 669. As you can see, it's much easier to get the public key from the private keys than the private keys from the public key. It is much easier to multiply 2 numbers than to find 2 specific numbers when dividing the result. In order to decrypt the encryption and gain access to the information inside, the 2 private keys must be found from the public key, which can take incredible amounts of computing power and time, when the public keys have digits in the thousands, or even more. Some of these prime numbers are legally forbidden for general use. An illegal prime is a prime number with thousands of digits, which, when entered into an encrypted DVD, generally older DVDs produced in the 1990s or earlier, will bypass all encryption on the disk and allow complete access to the information inside. These numbers are illegal to even possess and are a federal offense in the US, due to a large profit potential of pirating DVDs. This is why some companies, such as the EFF, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, are offering up to $250,000 USD to the first person or group who finds a prime number with at least 1 billion digits. Previous prizes from the EFF have been claimed, such as $50,000 for a prime number with at least 1 million digits, and $100,000 for a prime number with at least 10 million digits, awarded on April 6, 2000 and October 22, 2009.